Alright, speaking time for class IELTS 39. Okay, class, are you ready for your speaking practice? Tường, what did you say? I cannot hear you.
I didn't say anything.
You cannot see anything, really?
Oh, yeah.
It just lag, okay? It's just a lag. But you can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Good. Alright, so IELTS speaking practice. Let's try to do at least one part 2, part 3 today, I think. Okay. We did mornings already. Okay, let's go to 18 about color. Nói về màu sắc nha. Color. Color. So, Mr. Trung, what's your favorite color? Các bạn đừng tắt mic nha. Just don't turn off your microphone. Mr. Trung, so what's your favorite color?
Speaking of color, my favorite color is black.
Is what?
The black.
Of course, I love black too. But
Because
can you speak more about it? Why do you like this color?
yeah, I like to choose black for my clothes because it easy to wear and it can and it's convenient
It's
to mix the
convenient too,
black
yeah.
colors with the fashion item in other colors. So I think black suits me well. Yeah. Mm,
Okay, so Mr. Trung, what's the color you dislike and why?
um, to me, I don't like the yellow. Okay, so
You don't like yellow,
the
I see.
yellow can, yeah.
Okay, so no more yellow.
Yeah.
So no more yellow. Okay, good. Right, so Mr. How about you? Do you prefer bright or dark colors?
Well, to be honest, that dark and dull colors are not my kind of thing whatsoever. Like especially black and purple. For some reasons, I don't know why like black always bring me a depression feeling, and I'm also not confident in black at all.
You're not
Purple is not an
confident in
exception.
bright, I see, in bright clothes. Tôi không tự tin về khi ở trong những cái màu sáng. Okay, good. I I think that's the same for everyone, I think, maybe. Now, so what's the color you like and dislike, Miss Tường?
Like and dislike.
Yes.
Well, so natural and pastel colors such as mango yellow,
Mango yellow, màu vàng xoài ha.
like baby blue or light pink, always be my cup of tea. Among those colors, blue is the color in which I love the most. I love each and every shade of blue, and it never failed to bring me a warm, soothing feeling. It can be worn on many occasions too. Also.
Okay, very good. That's like band 7 or 7.5 already, if you continue like that. Rất tốt luôn á, nó khoảng band 7, band 7 rưỡi đó. Because you use a lot of good expressions and it sounds convincing, it sounds fluent enough. Nó nghe nó thuyết phục và nó trôi chảy. Okay, very good. So Miss Lynn, please. So what is your favorite color and what's the color you dislike and why?
Personally, my favorite color is blue. This is because when I see blue, it reminds me to the sky and ocean.
It reminds
and
me of the sky.
Of the sky and ocean. And sometimes I see this I find that this is the color of hope and also a calming color.
A calming color, một cái màu gây cho người ta là bình tĩnh, dịu lại. Okay, that's very good. So what's the color of the walls of the rooms in your home? Những cái bức tường phòng trong nhà bạn có những màu gì á? Yeah. What colors are the walls of the rooms in your home?
The walls of the rooms in my home were painted with cream.
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 Is that the same as beige? Beige, I think.
Beige.
Beige.
Beige is this color. Màu kem á. Beige is this color.
Beige. Beige.
Beige is this color. I think it's a lovely color, beige. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely color and calming color. I feel comfortable because when I see this, it makes me like calm down.
I agree. Beige, right? No, it's not. It's like beige, I think. So, what's the color you dislike then?
Actually, I don't like the extremely light color, like orange or neon.
Neon. This is neon.
No, green neon.
Green neon, I see. Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Màu xanh đậm chuối.
Like, because I feel that it doesn't match to me, to my skin tone, and
It doesn't match my skin tone. Nó không có hợp
and
với màu da của
when I
em.
see this, I feel like, oh, so my eyes so like, chói mắt.
It feels too bright for me.
Too bright.
It feels too bright to me. It feels too bright to me. Alright, so Mr. Trung, please, do you know what color your friends like most?
Yeah. Most of my friends like red. It pops. It attracts a lot of attention.
It attracts a lot of what?
Attention.
Black, right?
Red.
Red, I see.
Yeah, most of my friends like red. It attracts attention.
I wonder what kind of red it is. What kind of red? This is like red. This is like a bit lighter red, I think.
Yeah.
What about them then?
Oh. So
yeah.
Are you painting so that you have a lot of markers in different colors?
No, my students before a few years ago, they gave it to me because they knew that I like color. I love color actually. Lovely. And you see there's light behind me. And I can change to any color I want.
Okay.
I can change to any color I want.
Wow. So you can change the light colors in accordance with your mood.
But probably I prefer a color that looks a bit, purple.
Oh, okay.
That looks purple. Okay.
It looks, yeah, you seem into purple.
Say again?
You seems into purple.
Yeah, purple is the royal color. Màu của hoàng gia đó. It's a royal color.
Yeah.
Because the royal people of the West, they used to love this color, and things in nature that have this color is very rare. And of course, rare things are very costly. and only the royal families can afford rare colors such as purple. So hence it was called the royal color, màu của hoàng gia. The royal color. Now, so Miss Tường, please. Do you know what color your friends like most?
My friends. So I think that my friends would prefer some bright and warm colors such as red or orange or yellow, because they believe that red may stands for the passion and love, and also orange will be the symbols of happiness, and yellow will be the symbol of wealth or hope. I think so. So that's why my friends would prefer to wear warm or bright clothes whenever they're out.
Whenever they are out, they wear bright. I see. Interesting. So, Miss Tường, do you think colors reflect people's personality? Em có nghĩ màu sắc nó phản ánh cái tính cách con người không?
I suppose we might learn a little bit about people from the colors they like, such as whether they're quite expressive or creative, or whether they're introverted or extroverted. But I don't think we can learn too much about a person just from the colors they
like, right?
Yeah.
No. I don't think we can learn too much about a person with color, but there might be just a piece of information on their personality. Like, for example, they say that people who like a red color are often more aggressive, or they are, how can I say, energetic. They're too energetic. Người thích màu đỏ thường là người ta sẽ có tính là hay dễ gây hấn chẳng hạn, aggressive, hoặc là họ giàu năng lượng quá chẳng hạn, something like that. People who like black, there's a scientific research that proves that people who like black is actually the one who are calmer. They don't want to stand out in the crowd. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to stand out that much. Or at least at that time when they wear black, they don't want to be the center of attention. Không muốn trở thành là cái trung tâm của sự chú ý. Center of attention. Anyway, so Miss Lin, please. Do you think colors reflect people's personalities?
Yes, definitely. It depends on each people. Like, people like to warm color like red, orange, yellow. They tend to be energetic and aggressive, as you said before. And people like cold color like blue, green, and purple. They tend to be elegant. And calm down in every situation.
You mean they are more calm in every situation?
And have a little bit royal.
Yes. I think so too. So Miss Huân, Mr. Trung, what do you think? Do you think colors reflect people's personalities?
Yeah, sure. Okay, the way people choose color do reflect their personalities.
Personalities?
Yeah. Yeah, so people who are energetic. Yeah.
Cẩn thận cái phát âm nhấn âm nha mọi người ơi. People who are more energetic.
Like people who are energetic tend to pick the red color, and people who
Or orange as well, orange or red, yeah.
Yeah, the color with the bright shades, and people who like the order tend to pick the blue or and people
I'm wearing dark blue actually. Dark blue.
that okay, so you really like things to be well organized,
Well
in
organized and
order,
peaceful, right?
control. Yeah, so that's one rule. That's
Don't like any
uh,
trouble.
yeah. Okay, so for example, my teacher John, he likes to wear dark color. So he like to be get the control to get the control of everything, and he also like the blue color because he aimed for a royal. Um, okay, so he loves to express to impress um, a loyal attitude, and he wants to express that towards the people around him. Yeah,
And hardworking too.
yeah.
I expect my students to be hardworking just as much as I do. Now, so Mr. Trung, so do you think different colors have different meanings?
Sure. No. As you said earlier in the class, um, colors have their own meanings. It is easy, like in the past when there's no fire, uh, uh, it was totally black. Our ancestor think that the black represents darkness, and when the sun rises, uh, everything went yellow and oranges, so they um, symbolize the yellow and the orange for the presence of the sun, and
A what?
then the
The
presence.
presence of the sun, sự hiện diện của mặt trời.
Yeah, and then when people get selfish, they fight each other. Okay, and they hurt each other, and then came the blood. Ah, red color represents the blood.
The what?
The blood.
The red color represent bloods. True. Okay, so yeah. Anything else?
And when they find the trees on the mountain, okay, here we have the green. So the green color symbolize the nature, the green, the grass, everything connected to nature. And then uh, they swim in the river and in the ocean. So
River
they got a
or
blue.
ocean.
So they got a blue, right? The blue.
I think you are going. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
your turn, please. Your turn, Tường. You think different colors have different meanings?
Well, I think that colors can have different, meanings in different cultures, and every color creates different emotions and feelings too. Like some colors can make us feel happy, but vice versa, and some of them will make us sad, and they can make us feel also relaxed or hungry. And I think that we will associate warm colors such as red, orange, or yellow with a range of feelings, including passion, comfort, anger,
Comfort.
anger, and power. But for cool colors such as blue, green, and purple, we might have, opposite effect.
Opposite effect.
Creating, a calming atmosphere that
Atmosphere.
that will counteract feelings of worry, I guess.
I think red creates a lot of worries. Red color actually cause people to be a bit worried because it represents something that is harmful to them, It can represent something that is harmful to them. That's why we use the word red when we want to indicate danger, Khi muốn chỉ ra được là sự nguy hiểm, người ta sử dụng màu đỏ ha. Okay, so Miss Linh, is there any color that have special meaning in your country? Ở đất nước Việt Nam này, có cái màu nào có cái ý nghĩa đặc biệt không?
No, in my countries, red it represent to lucky.
No, and represent something. We don't use a preposition after that. Không có giới từ đằng sau nha. Represent something thôi. Represent to nha. Represent something thôi.
Lucky.
Luck.
And people often luck.
Red.
And people often use this color in the Tet holiday to create it more luck. And white in my country is considered as a symbol. The white and black in my country is considered as something like sad and related
purity,
to
actually. So
related to dark history.
Say again?
To dark history in my country, like food shortages in
right. Sự thiếu lương thực, like in 1945 is what you say? Đói 45, nàng nói 45, nàng đói mậu thân 45. Well, 1945 food shortage. It's actually 2 million Vietnamese died of starvation during the 1945 starvation. A lot of people died. Alright, so Mr. Trung, is there any color that have special meaning in your country?
Yeah. In my country, the color red plays an important role when it comes to New Year celebration. Because the red represent luck. So when
red represent luck.
Yeah. So red represents the luck. So every year, when people celebrate the 3 first days of the lunar calendar New Year, people go around buy items in red colors, decoration, flowers. They fill everything with red because red represents love, and
red also represents something else too.
I'm not so sure about other cultures, but Vietnamese culture tend to connect red with love. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, especially Chinese culture.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, so I think red plays an important role in Vietnamese culture, my culture.
Okay, good. Now, let's move on to part 2, part 3, shall we? Okay, so we can try 41 or 40, I think. Let's try it that way. Let's try 40, okay? Describe a time when you felt very bored. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà bạn cảm thấy rất là chán. You should say when it was. Lúc nào vậy? You should never describe my English lesson. Không được nói là trong lớp thầy John nhé. When it was, lúc nào vậy? Who you were with, lúc đó bạn ở với ai vậy? What you were doing, lúc đó bạn đã đang làm gì? And explain why you felt bored. Giải thích tại sao bạn lại cảm thấy chán. Chán như con gián nha. Like, you know. Part 3 of feeling bored. When do people feel bored and why? Khi nào con người ta cảm thấy nhàm chán? Tại sao? So, this question concern when. When do people feel bored? Maybe you can say when people have nothing to do, when something has been going on for a long time, or when people have been doing something repeatedly, một cách đều đặn, một liên tục, làm cái gì đó trong một thời gian lâu dài. Such as teaching for 16 years non-stop like Mr. John. Yes.
Yeah.
I started teaching when I was 18 years old, and until now it's been nearly 16 years. No kidding. In my university, actually, people still come to me for teaching them English or something like that too. So until now, it's been nearly 15, 16 years of teaching. And I feel very bored sometimes, you know. Anyway, what do people usually do when they've got nothing to do? Khi con người ta chẳng có gì để làm thì con người ta thường làm gì? You should not answer this question with doing nothing, okay? Không được trả lời là người ta không làm gì nha. So, this question concerns the solution, what people should do when they have nothing to do. Cái câu này nó liên quan đến giải pháp, con người ta nên làm cái gì khi người ta không có gì để làm hết. Wow. Think about activities, joining clubs, joining hobby clubs, joining, groups activities, playing video games, something like that. Joining Mr. John IELTS classes. Okay, next question. Do children get bored more than in the past? Why or why not? Trẻ nhỏ có bị chán nhiều hơn trong quá khứ không? Tại sao không? Trẻ nhỏ có bị chán nhiều hơn trong quá khứ hay không? Tại sao không? So it means that children these days, do they complain about boredom? Chúng có complain, chúng có phàn nàn về cái sự nhàm chán không? Chúng có chán nhiều hơn trong quá khứ không? Do they get bored much more in the past? What do they have now? Chúng ta có những cái phương tiện gì để chống chán? What do they have to, prevent getting bored? You can talk about having equipment such as iPads, smartphones for games, things like that. Next question. Do you think boredom can bring some benefits? Anh chị có nghĩ rằng cái sự nhàm chán có đem đến một số lợi ích hay không? Think about when people are bored, can they come up with creative ideas? Khi con người ta nhàm chán, họ có tìm ra được những cái ý tưởng sáng tạo không? Thực sự là có. Tại vì nhàm chán nó có một cái bài học nó chỉ là nhàm chán là một cách để mà não bộ nó phát triển ra cái tính mà sáng tạo của nó. There's a research that say that when being bored, your brain actually thinks the most creatively to get out of that boredom, để tìm cách nào thoát ra khỏi cái sự nhàm chán đó. So maybe getting bored is not that bad after all. But remember, you can actually get bored to death. Thực sự chuyện nhàm chán đến chết là có thật nha mọi người. You can actually get bored to death, according to science too. The question concerned benefits. You need to talk about benefits too. Nhưng mà thầy nghĩ chắc phần đông là tập trung vào cái chuyện sáng tạo thứ kia. Alright, so you have some time for this one now. Okay, it's time now. Miss Lynn, please. Can you describe a time when you felt very bored, please? Your microphone, please.
It can be said that I'm a workaholic person and I feel happy when I'm busy with my work.
Busy
with my work. But however, when I feel very bored, it's a time.
Very bored.
Very bored.
When I feel very bored.
This is a time about maybe 2 years ago due to the corona epidemic and the government
It's
in my
actually
country.
not an epidemic, it's a pandemic.
The government of my country imposed a strict rule to that people have to stay in the hometown and that doesn't not allow to go outside. So due to I have to stay at home 6 months. So everything it doesn't be continue, and I just stay at home with my parents and my younger brother during that period.
Okay.
During that period, I just stay at home through a laptop screen, and it makes me so tedious because
It makes me feel tedious. No. Actually, tedious describe the situation. It doesn't describe your feeling, okay? Tedious là nhàm chán nhưng mà nó miêu tả cái bản chất sự vật sự việc, nó giống tính từ chủ động đó. It's like an active adjective, you know. You should say I felt frustrated. Tôi cảm thấy frustrated, or I feel very bored. I feel incredibly how can I say, just wanna run away out of my home or something like that.
I feel frustrated.
I felt frustrated.
I only could spend most of my time to study and play games on my computers, and watch movie. And after that, I gained a lot of weight. For the reason that I felt very bothered of this time because I wasn't allowed to go outside, so I doesn't have chance to try.
I didn't have time. Cẩn thận này quá khứ
I didn't have opportunity to try something new, so it's a real limitation for me.
It's a real limitation, yeah, for me. It was a real limitation for me.
6 months is too long because when I be
Careful, more than 2 minutes already. Hơn 2 phút rồi. Careful.
When I was exposing too much on computers, like I could have a problem with my eyes.
Yes, I agree. Anything else?
No.
Anything else?
No.
Interesting that you mentioned that. Okay, Mr. Trung, please, your turn. Describe a time when you felt very bored, please.
Yeah. So a time when I felt very bored was when I have vacation at my hometown.
Of course, there was nothing there to do.
Yeah, sure. I really love to go back to my hometown and enjoy the holiday with my family, but I get real bored after like 2 or 3 days, and on the 4th or 5th day, okay, because there's nothing to do. I didn't have to work and I stay at home most of the time, so I feel I felt really bored, and I wish I could get back to Ho Chi Minh City as soon as possible.
You got
Yeah.
it back. You got back anyway.
Sure. Okay. And after I got back to Ho Chi Minh City, the boredom disappeared. Okay.
The boredom disappeared.
Yeah. Although
Because you are
I'm
such an extrovert, you need activities.
actually, I don't think I'm an extrovert.
You seems like one.
But I enjoy the fast pace at the workplace, and sometimes I really enjoy the drama. But I don't want to get involved with
You
a
don't
lot of
want to get
people.
involved, but you still enjoy dramas or stories
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Thích drama. Thích drama nhưng không muốn bị là tâm điểm của drama.
Okay.
Okay. No. Is it done yet? You have 2 minutes only. Remember for part 2. Careful. Okay, good. I think it's good enough. Now, Miss Tường, please. Describe a time when you felt very bored. Please, Miss Tường, your microphone. Bật mic là Tường.
In today's world, people are so busy that they hardly get time to get bored. But there was a time when I felt really bored and had nothing to do. So it was during the summer of 2020 when there was a lockdown all over the world, and people was quarantined in their houses. And so I was at home with my parents as my grandparents. This period seemed more colorless. Firstly, I was happy that I've got a leave for my school and I relaxed for days, but slowly this was getting boring. I had to go through the same schedule each day, and there was nothing new. We could not move out. We could not invite people. All I was doing was getting up, eating, sometimes watching TV, and sleeping again.
Say again. Watching TV and
sleeping.
Again. Yeah, right. I see.
So finally, I decided that I needed to overcome this boredom and to do something productive. Then I started watching YouTube, where I learned how to cook and bake.
That's excellent. That's very productive. You learn something through YouTube. That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, Miss Tường, please. So, when do people feel bored and why? What do you think?
Well, boredom is, a common feeling, and when you feel unsatisfied by an activity or interested in
by or unsatisfied with? Unsatisfied with something.
And it can lead to boredom. And boredom can occur when we feel energetic, but we have nowhere to direct our energy. And it also occur when we have difficulty focusing on a task or on a work.
Okay, very good. So, Mr. Trung, please, what do you think? What do people usually do when they've got nothing to do? Your microphone, please. Oh, I think you are going for shippers. Okay, so Miss Lin, please. So, what do people usually do when they've got nothing to do? Your microphone, please. Hello. Okay.
From my perspective, when I feel bored, I usually doing something like puzzle. Because it's a great way to pass the time. I always have there's a sense of accomplishment when I finish once. And
also
also
sense
I
of
can
accomplishment. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and it's also was a great way to bond with people, in family and friends, and have to challenge to like opportunity to change myself.
Opportunities to change myself, I see. Well, it's a good thinking, actually. Unfortunately, I don't think in the real world people have got nothing to do. People are always occupied with something, you know, like either work or study or other pursuits, hay là những cái sự pursuits, những cái sự theo đuổi khác. Alright, Miss Lin, so do children get bored more than in the past? Why not? What do you think?
No, I don't think nowadays children get bored. Children get bored. Children get bored more than in the past, because today we are going to live in a fair competition and advanced technology. So there are so many modern devices appearing in this century, like laptop and cell phone.
Yes.
So children nowadays often to laptop and cell phone to play than in the past. In the past, children tend to release stress by playing physical
Careful, cái chữ
activity.
xả stress hoàn toàn không dùng cho tiếng Anh như là release stress được nha. Careful. We need to use to relieve hoặc là to reduce stress. Careful. Rất cẩn thận cái chuyện mà xả stress nha. Careful. Không phải là release stress đâu, không hề có cái khái niệm này. There's nothing called release stress. In English we say to reduce stress or to relieve, y kéo dài, relieve stress, giảm nhẹ căng thẳng. Okay, to relieve stress. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Miss Tường, please. Do you think boredom can bring some benefits? Your microphone, please, Miss Tường. Do you think boredom can bring some benefits, Mr.? Are you there? Hello. Nó hơi lag thì phải. Lags a bit. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of laggy. Well, I think that a little bit boredom for children and adults can be a good thing. I think so. Yeah, it can simulate creativity and problem solving while giving the parent time to recharge.
Okay.
I think that when we're bored, our parents are relaxed. When we are bored, our parents are relaxed and now that most road tasks have been automated away, and creativity is often an essential component for success in those roles. So I think that a little bit boredom sometimes can be a positive things for both adults and children, but not too much.
Agree. Okay, I agree too. Okay, so you think sometimes boredom is actually quite good. I see. Okay, Miss Lin, what do you think? Do you think boredom can bring some benefit as well?
Like being a human, being human, people have full of emotion that not only all the time be happy, but sometimes we face with a difficult situation.
To face something. To face something. Không có giá từ, there's no preposition.
Face difficult situation.
Sometimes people
difficult
face
situation.
difficult situations. Sometimes people face difficult situations.
And people often show the boredom. I think boredom can be benefits for people, but it's not too much. Like, it can be a great way to share emotion.
Okay. All right. So, all right. I think we should continue with another topic here. Oh wow! Like let's try 41, shall we? Describe a time when you gave advice to others. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn cho người khác lời khuyên. Cho người khác lời khuyên, gave advice to others. Careful with the past tense, okay? Cẩn thận với cái quá khứ nha. You should say when it was. Khi nào vậy? To whom you gave the advice. Bạn cho cái lời khuyên này với ai? Bạn cho ai lời khuyên này? What the advice was. Cái lời khuyên đó là lời khuyên gì vậy? Explain why you gave the advice. Giải thích tại sao bạn lại cho cái lời khuyên đó. And you have part 3 here. Should people prepare? Should people prepare before giving advice? Con người ta có nên chuẩn bị trước không, trước khi mà cho lời khuyên? Because some people they just give advice, freely, like without any thoughts, Cho nhiều người ta cho lời khuyên một cách thoải mái, không có suy nghĩ gì đó. But sometimes advice can be very bad advice, Có thể có những lời khuyên rất là tệ luôn á. And it can cause consequences, có thể gây hậu quả. So should people prepare before giving advice? You can give examples, nên cho ví dụ. Is it good to ask advice from strangers online? Có tốt để mà hỏi lời khuyên từ những người lạ mặt trên mạng không? Well, sometimes they give good advice, like technical advice. Có nhiều cái lời khuyên có thể rất là tốt, hữu ích từ những người mà họ biết mọi thứ trên mạng chẳng hạn. But sometimes it can, there's no consequence, right? Không có hậu quả gì luôn á. People don't have to face consequences when they give advice, online. You have to think about that. So, next one. What are the personalities of people whose jobs is to give advice to others? Những cái người mà có công việc phải cho lời khuyên người khác á, thì họ thường có cái tính cách như thế nào? Like think about consultant, Consultant là người tư vấn viên. Consultant, tư vấn viên, hoặc là cái người mà chuyên làm công tác tư vấn á. The people who often consult others, Or doctors, teachers, psychologists, người mà tâm lý học chẳng hạn. Psychologist. Or career counselor, những người mà tư vấn nghề nghiệp chẳng hạn, tư vấn hướng nghiệp. Something like that. Or social workers, những người hoạt động xã hội chẳng hạn. Of course they give advice. So the main thing about this question is the personality of those people. Họ có tính cách gì? Next one. What are the problems if you ask too many people for advice? Có vấn đề gì không? Nếu mà bạn hỏi nhiều người lời khuyên lắm luôn, hỏi nhiều người lắm cho lời khuyên. Ta nói chính thầy, gọi là 9 người 10 ý. People say that the more you ask people, the more advice, the more pieces of advice you can get. Oh, remember. Remember that advice is uncountable, okay? Nhớ cái chữ advice không đếm được nha. So you have to use a piece of advice to count it. Phải dùng cái gì đó đếm nó, và cái thường dùng đó chính là a piece of advice. Okay. Next one. Can you give an example of a bad piece of advice? Các bạn hãy cho một cái ví dụ về một cái lời khuyên xấu được không? I think that's it for 41, yeah? Okay, you have some time now to think. Alright, time to talk about it. Miss Tường, please. Can you... Okay, Miss Tường, please. Can you describe a time that you gave advice to others? Okay, Linh trước đi. Miss Linh, please.
Okay. Give a piece of advice to others is a good way to show care and help others. Today, I'm going to talk about a time when I gave advice to my younger brother about what's fear that he should pursue to.
You mean
for
what fear what feel of fear?
Fear.
What fear he should overcome, right? Nên vượt qua nỗi sợ nào đấy?
No. Like feel.
What feels he should pursue in his later life, right? To pursue a feel. Okay.
Okay, my younger brother has recently been a ninth grade student and prepared to the 10 to the high school. So he need to
prepare to attend high school.
So he need to choose what he want to study, and he was really confused about which stream he should opt for. He likes science, math and physical and English.
Physics.
So there are so many options that he have to choose. Yeah, he's want to
Yes. He didn't want to. So what did he didn't want to do what? Miss Lin?
He has a fear of English, so
he's afraid of English. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he's afraid of English, so he didn't want to choose English. But my mother want to physical, math, and want him to do physical, math, and English.
Physics, nó là physics với physical nha. Physical is an adjective. Physics. Okay, maybe you should introduce him to me so I can help him overcome his fear of English. Okay. Right, good. So, Mr. please, your turn to describe a time that you gave advice to others.
I'm going to talk about a piece of practical advice which I've just given to my cousin recently. So he was going to study at his high school this year, and he was nervous about what skills he should focus on in his study. He told me that he wanted to study in a software engineer, and after giving it some thought, I suggested that he should spend more time in English. At that time, he hadn't thought that learning English could be crucial to his career dream job. Then I explained to him why being proficient in a particular foreign language, especially English, was essential. For him, I think most of his learning material and all of the terms would be in English. What's more, many of his I guess that many of his future clients will be from overseas countries, and English had proven to be the most effective language of communication.
So that's why I gave the advice, right?
Yeah.
Cẩn thận, có 2 phút thôi nha. So don't talk too much. You have 2 minutes now. In part 3, you can talk a lot, but part 2, don't. Okay, just stick to what you should say. Okay, so Miss Tường, should people prepare before giving advice?
Well,
by the way, I never know that you have a brother, right? You have a brother, right?
No, I'm going to have a brother, so now just have like cousins.
Ah, that's your cousin. I see. You should tell your cousin to come see me. Okay, so should people prepare before giving advice?
Well, it depends on the situations. So if that's something that they got in the bag, so then there are no points to prepare. For instance, when they have survived a car accident and are giving advice about driving safely, yeah, if they are put in a professional environment like management consulting, so yeah, then of course they have to prepare a profound knowledge of matter.
Okay, sounds good enough. Alright, so Miss Lin, please. So is it good to ask advice from strangers online?
Thinking about positive aspect, student when faced difficult tasks, student can search online to ask strangers to help
them
interpret these tasks on live platform, and then sometimes people can ask some advice online, like how to do something, how to cook something.
Yeah. What else then?
No. But it's also a bad aspect. But I just talk about positive aspect.
Okay, I see. Okay, so Ms. Tường, please. So what are the personalities of people whose job is to give advice to others? What do you think?
So I think that they should be kind of open-minded and a little bit generous, because some people have very, set opinions on the matter and they believe that they are always right. But
the world is terrible.
But the world is changing faster than ever before, so it's important to keep an open mind and provide a suitable solution. And of course, giving advice is hard work. It takes time, effort, and patience. So some people might even have difficulty sharing their problems. So advisors should be, willing to listen to them and should not make a, half-hearted attempt.
Half-hearted is half-hearted. Cái chữ trái tim mấy bạn đọc sai hoài là heart, a kéo dài nha. Half-hearted, nửa vời. Okay, very good. Now I need to teach another student. So we need to stop here. Okay, it was good practice today actually. Hôm nay luyện tập tốt đấy. Very good. Mọi người nhớ là đến thứ Bảy tuần sau là có cái bài writing ấy nha. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.